Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham news and update show for Sunday, April 28th. Yes, it is the end of the season, and we are having a live Sunday show. It's also the Wrexham reaction for after we beat the champions. Yes, 2-1. And I think they had the open bus top parade today, and they were just begging for everyone to really give a crap that they won. But everyone cared about us winning the match yesterday. So 2-1. It's a great game yesterday. We're going to dive right into it. Lots going on. Actually, just want to start real quickly and say that Top Cats first, beat Joe. Top Cats first and beat Joe. I put this out there. If you can figure out what my nickname is, it's not Top Cat, but it's close to that. That is my nickname. But yes, Top Cat was first, and then beat Ruby Slippers, who is a Local Pundit member as well. So yes, Top Cat came first. So. Great day yesterday. Really excited. I want to dive into it. Didn't do the Wrexham reaction yesterday because we're going to do it today. I want to get back up north. As you can see, we're up north. We're here. Came back home. So we did the After 90. Was on for 5.5 hours yesterday. It was a good time. Have it. Enjoyed that. We're gonna pick out the bones of that. We're gonna pick out the bones of that. Maybe get into a little bit more of the game and things and the summer stuff. I think we're all getting bogged down into the summer things. What are we going to do? We're going to sign all the things. We got sidetracked there, which is all a great conversation. We're going to have that conversation, but I want to focus on yesterday. I'm going to focus on the season. But again, as you can see on the thumbnail, that's a wrap. We had the martini shot yesterday, and I'll tell you this: Parkinson did not want to let that one go. So yeah, that was the martini shot. We won. We beat Stockport 2-1 and finished runners up, and I think it was a great day. And so. Yeah, we're going to dive into all that. Also, smash a like on the video, get involved. Get involved into the chat, get involved into the Discord, get your memberships at the local membership, local pundit membership. Also, we got stuff coming. We do got stuff coming. A couple of things, hats, merch, and things like that. It's great. Also, if you look over my right shoulder to your left, I did get my Rob McElhoney Vista print shirt in. I got a couple of those. I actually got a bunch of them. I got like 3 or 4 of them. So I got the white one. I got a black one. Kind of cool. So, I don't know if it'll stay up there, but it's summertime. Summertime. Don't make me sing, but I will do that. But I will do it if I need to. One of my favorite songs, by the way. Fresh Prince. God damn, he's so good. Minus what he did to his guy. But, there you go. So Andy is also saying doesn't count, says Andy. Nick Donald's in the house said, yeah. I think I made a post like 3 or 4 days ago. Laugh out loud. This is all for getting first. Everyone just wants to beat Joe, and I don't blame you. Joe's been in there. Joe's 19 now. He's rocking and rolling. He's like, he's screw you all. He's all in. He's actually all in. If we're gonna play, if we're not gonna play fair, gonna take my ball and go home. Yes, absolutely. Is that from? It's either from. Sandlot is either from Sandlot or it's either from White Man Can't Jump, which is one of my favorite movies. Okay, Jivin is not. So yeah, I did get an announcement. I got an email or message or whatever that we could have a special guest. It's not Jivin, unfortunately. Jivin's doing push-ups. I couldn't get him away from doing push-ups. It was leg day, and he decided to do push-ups. So might have someone come on later on. And drop in. I don't know exactly who it is. I wish it was Humphrey, not yet, but we'll get him in. Ivan is in the chat. My guy Ivan, who is one of the regs on the show and also a member as well. And Ken's in the house. Says, hey guys, how you doing, Ken? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you on the After 90 yesterday too. Hey Josh, hi everyone. How are you? JB65. Aaron's in the house. Hey brother. Awesome, great pick of you and your family yesterday. You guys were out doing your thing at some of the games, which is awesome. Good to see Aaron. Top Cat says, good evening, everyone. We're getting through the stuff right now. Cap Aled says, good evening from Wales. How you doing? I love your new thumbnail, my guy. What is martini shot? Ruby Slippers. You should know what that is. Come on now, look it up. If anyone knows, you know. Morning, Josh and Ivan. Yo. Yes. Tori is also in the chat. We want to say hello, afternoon, everyone. Tori, I'm glad you're okay. There was some flooding and things going on around where Tori and Ruby Slippers were. We're happy you guys are okay, and please take care of yourselves. Okay, please do that. Dog. Yes. Yo. Okay. Hi, all, says the John Hampton and Ruby, Joe, Ken, Tori. Good afternoon and good morning. Yes. All right. Want to dive into some stuff? Let's dive into some stuff. So yesterday was the game against Stockport. It was the martini shot. Look it up. You could look it up. It was the martini shot. The curtain raiser. It was a packed crowd, packed house. We had Mad Al there with Greg, who's Greg, a friend of mine friend of the show. He's actually North Wales fishing guy. He lives down the street. He took my ticket and he was there. Seems he had a great time. And Matt all hosted him, which was awesome. And we won 2-1. So my analogy was that it says that's a wrap on the thumbnail, but here it is. That game was the exact mirror image of the season. And I think we got bogged down because we're watching the game. We kick every ball. But that game was the exact mirror image of the season. We started out tight. We were getting beat up a little bit. Didn't look that great. And Parkinson talks about this in his afters, in his interview afterwards. And then we kind of figured it out. We got punched in the mouth. People stepped up. It was a great, the second half comes in. We need to move along. Individual efforts, having Ollie Palmer come with a fantastic goal, changing it up a little bit and bringing some life back into it. And then all of a sudden at the end of the day, Andy Cannon with the brilliant cannonball run shot at the corner angle, shouldn't have made that and also comes in. So it's like the arc of the season was exactly how we did it for the entire year. I have it written down. It's like the game summed up the entire season. KG Stark conceded a goal back with Ollie and a huge finish from Cannonball Run. The arcing story, its overall body of work. It was a tough start. Moles injury. Fozzie retires. We got punched in the mouth with the goal. Injuries, setbacks, setups. Things like that. And we battled back, secured our back line. Moles returns to form. More moments of brilliance, and we finished strong. And that's it. That's exactly what I see happen. And guess what? I feel like I don't give a shit if no one likes Parkinson. I don't give a shit if everyone loves Parkinson. I don't care. The guy got us back-to-back promotions, and I think it's really, really impressive. Whether he's here long-term, who gives a crap? Enjoy it where we are. So now it's time to celebrate. Celebrate, but only for a short period of time. Because we're going to have to go, and we have a big summer ahead of us. We talk, and then Parkinson talks about it. We have a big summer ahead of us, and we will be here every day, live, news and updates. And other things that are happening too. We got some other things happening too, especially with the announcements of the additional dates as well. One up in Vancouver, Santa Clara, and also Santa Barbara. So yeah, lots happening. There's a lot going to happen. And this is the business end of the season. We showed up. And I always when I do a Wrexham reaction show, news and update, Wrexham reaction show, day after or the day of. I watch the goals back. I listen to the interviews and I report them back to you lot because I think it's very important to hear what the mindset is of the fans. Sorry, of the staff and of the players. I thought it was really interesting to see. And hear what has been said. Yes, I'm going to pull this one out right here because Eric Cole said there's a lot of dirty play yesterday. Yes, so Eric Cole's a lot of dirty play. Dirty play. I think they were trying to bully us. Listen, they're champions. They try to bully us. Normally we're the side that bullies people. We didn't bully yesterday, but we won on talent. We won on perseverance, and we won on pushing forward. And I feel like that was very, very positive. Like I said, you kicking every ball. We talk about hoofball, talk about keep on the ground. I don't give a shit. I really don't care because we went out and we won the game. And it's not beautiful. It's not perfect. And I was just listening to some Alan Pardew talking. I was talking to Majestic. And he said, at this point of the season, it's not about how pretty it is. It's about getting over the line and winning games. You know what City did today? I know Manchester City, who has 115 charges against them. You know what City did today? They won, and they won ugly. And it didn't matter how it happened, but they won. But their players stepped up. It wasn't and so if you watch the game, Guardiola stepped up. Okay, he got a goal yesterday. This morning, and he won the game for them. You're not expecting a goal from Guardiola. You're expecting a goal from Alvarez or one of the big players. And that's what we did yesterday. We got a goal from Palmer, who has been a little bit out of form. We got a goal from Andy Cannonball Run. He's had a best run of the season for him. So that's what we did. And I think it's indicative of exactly what the season has been about. Sorry, I'm going to take a pause real quick because it is hot as balls in here. And the Mrs. Producer Ann has turned the air off. And I'm going to turn the air on because it's so hot up here. Okay. The Man City match was wild today. Yes, it was. Rob S. says, hi, everybody. Wrexham Outsider says, hello, evening, guys and gals. Yes. Joe says, bit of a slow start, but I think they were back to constant pressing and dirty play. Yeah, and that's fine. John H. just messaged me, UNM Blazers. Stockport players and fans celebrate League Two title by chanting "F you, Wrexham." Wow. Okay, I didn't see this. John H. I don't know if you're in the chat, but I talk to John all the time. I did not have this up there, but I'm going to start up before I get into the stuff. Men in Blazers Twitter account says Stockport County players and fans celebrate League Two by chanting "F-U Wrexham." We've gone and won the league during open top bus parade. Could be some nasty meetings between these two in the League One next season. We will see you guys. Don't wake a sleeping dragon. Don't do it. Do not do it. I don't like people or clubs or anyone that that goes out of their way to be like, yeah, kind of rub it in your face, a little in your nose. Don't do that. It will come back to haunt you. Again, you won. We gave you the Guard of Honor. You won. Stockport are a fantastic side, and they won the league. Why would you do that? You know what you do with that stuff? People like that, you take that, you put it in your back pocket, and you put it there. And you say, okay, great. And I'm going to hold that there. And you don't say anything. You do your playing on the field. A lot of these people like to intimidate by, flapping their gums and doing that. That's not what I'm about. And I don't think that's what Wrexham is about. And I would say this guy right here is not what he's about. It's about proving yourself on the pitch. It might always be pretty, but why would you go out and rub our noses in it? It's a bit of jealousy, in my opinion, which is fine. I'd be jealous too. I would be jealous too. I'd be looking over the, you're looking over the, I wish we had, stars who supported who owned Stockport. You won the league, and I'm very impressed with that. But don't rub it. Actually, do what you got to do. But we're not going to do that. We don't play that game, especially here in the pundit, and especially at Wrexham. So I think it's awesome. K-Ron with the dodgy knees says it's finally over. It's finally over, man. K-Ron, listen. League Two, you're our guy next year. I keep telling you this. I'm literally saying you're the League Two guy next year. Watch alongs, everything. We will not be there. So you have to do us next year for League Two. Watch alongs. It's all you. That's a job opportunity. I got it. Let's do it. Who's paying them? There you go. John, cheers, Josh. Yeah, absolutely. John, my guy, John. Listen, no one does more research than John. I'll tell you that right now. Made it. Hip Karma says, sore winners are the worst. Exactly. And sore losers. Absolutely. So let them have it. Let them have it. I don't care. Let them have it. Just focus on ourselves. And I think we did that the last part of the season. And that's why we were successful. Joe says, might not want to hear about Mirror, but Stockport fans certainly think about Wrexham 24/7. Wrexham live rent-free in their head. Like it or not, it's blatantly true. And why? It's jealousy. But here's the thing on that. What does that get you? You're putting your energy somewhere else. All right, hold on. We put on deep thoughts. Here we go. Deep thoughts. Why would you waste your energy? And I understand. I understand why. I do get it. But they're wasting their energy. Enjoy your club. Enjoy what you're doing. Granted, I understand that you're always kind of FOMO stuff, but you won the league, open top bus parade. It's not about us. It should be about Stockport. That's not what we did. We didn't go out yesterday and not do a guard of honor for them. Let's just say that right now. We gave them their just desserts, and we went out there and we kicked their ass. That's it. That's what I said we do. You honor, you be respectful, and you go out. Now, not everyone's like that, and I get it, but not everyone can do that. But to hear that, and John, I appreciate you putting that in there. John, like I said, John is a direct line to me and to him, and I think it's I'm glad you pointed it out. I kind of derailed from the show a little bit, which is fine. And this is what this show is about pivot and options and doing things. And we're not so structured, as you know. Everyone kind of getting to know me a little bit. It's not so structured. Yeah. Ken put it right there. Yeah, Ken said it right. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Let it lie. You won the league. You won. So don't do it. But there you go. That's my 2 seconds. Aaron, people who act like that are insecure. Yeah, I'm insecure in so many ways, but I'm not going to go out. I was young and dumb, but this is just what it is. You won the league. Go on. Representing the manager, Stockport Gaffer seems a little cocky. Yes. Let's see what happens next year. That's it. We have a long summer to go ahead. But if we're going back to yesterday, here's what I want to bring up too. And I bring it up. Wrexham players are like Parky, humble, professional, in class. We are here for UK, Ron. Yes. So, all right, on that note, I'm going to bring it back to our club, because I don't think it's. I don't want to take this over by. I don't want to take that over of. Excuse me, I don't want to take Stockport away from what we did yesterday. We won the game 2-1, and I said it was the arc of our season. I think yesterday's game was the actual arc of our season, how it started and how it finished it. I think we were great. So Parkinson had an interview afterwards, and I know there's a couple of things happening So I'm just going to read his quotes afterwards. It was on Wrexham AFC website. So it says, this again, these are not quotes. I try to pull not exactly from it. It's really hard to just type. So, I work by myself. Producer Ann helps produce the show, but I can only do so much. So here we go. Parkinson in the interview afterwards said he was obviously pleased. 5 wins to finish the season, and I think it's great from the lads, and that's important. We had some tough games as well. Crew away, and today when the job had been done, but it was important to finish the season well. That's it. So management, leadership, man management, all those things. Season's done, and I was wrong. Not wrong. I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth. I wanted to rest players, okay? I wanted to rest players. That was me. That's what I wanted to do as a fan. I'm a short for a fanatic. I wanted to rest players. But the mentality and what it takes to be champion, I know we're champions, it takes to get to the next level. Sometimes you have to push the envelope a little bit. Look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the best competitor. Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods, whether off the field, off the golf course stuff, are 2 of the best competitors of all time. When you get them in the zone, they will find anything to get that advantage. And Parkinson and his side have put this together, and they're like, we will go out, we'll do whatever we can to win. So they bottled it all up, and they wanted to win. I wanted to rest to get people back to maybe fitness. It wasn't what they wanted to do, and I'm fair and I'm fine to just go along with it. And to this Parkinson's leading the side. That's good. So he goes on to say, crew away. And today, when the job had been done, but it's important to finish the season strong and well. We want to win away at the Traveling Army for last week. We've had a good record here at the race course, and we wanted to finish the season off in style against a very good side. And we were able to do that with an excellent second half display. Yes. And I think what we've done, our second half display of the season is indicative exactly of how the mentality is of this team. Like I said, the arc of yesterday's game was the arc of our season. We won 5 out of 5 of the last matches. This is Parkinson. Again, it's not quotes. It's like almost quotes. So it's not verbatim. I said to the lads, there are teams in all 4 divisions. When the real crunches have come, they produce. When the key fixtures arrived, we cranked it up and we put it with some really good performances, and that's really important to produce at crunch time, at the crunch time of the season when it arrives. Today wasn't a game with everything on it, but it could have been. Think about that. Today wasn't a game with everything on it, but it could have been. So mentality. He's talking about mentality, building, all those things. He's talking about the mentality of the club and what he's trying to build. Whether he's here for the next 10 seasons, 2 seasons, 2 minutes, this is what he's in, and it's instilled in the club. And I think that's what happens when you see Ryan and Rob, Humphrey, and everyone, the coaching staff, everyone. It's instilled in the club, reinvigorating everything from the ground up and the mentality state. If you don't believe you're going to be successful, then don't believe you're going to fail to prepare. You're going to fail. There you go. He said, but we still pleased to finish the season on a high. They asked Parkinson about auto promotion. He said a lot of pride from the club and supporters and the staff when the ref blew the whistle at halftime. We still had some good moments in that first half, but we slacked in possession. We gave the ball away cheaply, and we just said to the lads at halftime, despite that, we were not near our best, and we need to improve in terms of quality on the ball. And we really upped our game in the second period. And Ollie, this is the moment. I think it was a 46. I have it written down here. The 46-minute goal. That was a great run by Ollie Palmer. I'm going off here real quick. I'll go back to his quotes. The run by Ollie Palmer and O'Connell, just like pinging out that pass. Yes, we do put long balls up. Sometimes it's because we are trying to get position on the pitch. Sometimes it's trying to put the ball into spaces that, whether work hard or not, I don't, sometimes it doesn't look great. But that ball was a pinged pass. And O'Connell just kind of like, it was like a wedge. He just pinged it out there, and Ollie Palmer ran onto it, took it down with his right boot, took his time, ball bounced twice, back of the net. There you go, and we're back in the match. Moments. That it was absolutely fantastic. Okay, back to his quotes. He says, we were nowhere near our best. And then second period, Ollie had a great finish. He finished off in style. Andy Cannon also had a great shot. He made a great move. The second goal was fantastic too. Second goal was great. They were up on it. They were playing a triangle up there. I think it was Ryan Barnett into Cannon, back out to Max. Cannon makes the run. Cannon makes a run inside, an incisive run, and then Max puts it in, and then Andy Cannonball run just absolutely demolishes one, just a howitzer at the back of the net. I think the keeper actually got two hands on it, but it went right through his glove, and it put it in the back of the net, almost ripped through. Fantastic, and that's awesome. So going on back to his quotes, he said it was great. It was a great move. Max joined in on the right side, something they encouraged Max to do, and he did it. He said, I still think there's more for him to come, meaning Max, getting in those four areas. It was a great pass, and what a finish from Andy. Yes, fantastic. And I said, what a great finish. The martini shot. I don't know if you've paraphrasing. Thank you, Ruby Slippers. I apologize. I'm sorry I'm losing the chat, but I'll get back to it all. Okay, I'll do it now. How's that? Paraphrasing. There's a lot in the chat. Deep thoughts by John Handy. Yes. John says, Wrexham players are like Parky humble professional class. Yes, absolutely. K-Ron says, here's my opinion from a neutral. Both clubs are acting like they're not rivals and obsessed with each other. But both sets of fans won't leave each other alone. All right. Good note, K-Ron. But when did we, as Wrexham supporters, ever slag off Stockport? We wished them luck. We gave them the guard of honor. So I don't think it's on our end. So I don't know. You're there. I'm not. But I'll just say it. Joe says Stockport the relegated next season. I heard they need to spend like $7 million. They have so many loans and players who aren't cut and just do over the League One, and that's on them. And we're not a Stockport. We don't care about Stockport. We care about Wrexham. So Joe, that's what they need to do. Great. On that note, Joe, you bring up a great point in a way where I'm gonna reel it back around. We want to focus on ourselves. You can't go. We're gonna have attention on us no matter what. We just need to focus on ourselves and be blinders on, absolute blinders on. That's what we need to do. That's what I want to do. Let's see. John Randall said, watch the after game interview with Stockport coach. He said New Year they will have almost an entirely new team. So we'll see if the ego next season. Yeah, let them have it. Let them have it. Great win for us yesterday and great way to go off into the off season. Since Ken, yes, and Ken will be doing some work in the off season for us as well when he's not on the golf course, dodging kangaroos with his 9-iron. He's going to do some breakthrough, some like deep down, like kind of analysis stuff. I think he's talking to Ivan and he's also talking to Shell as well. So fun stuff over the season. Joe said, finish the season 5. Yep, absolutely. Paraphrasing. Okay. Championship. Eric already is Eric, Rob, Brian, and working on it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. There's a lot. I need someone to go through this with me. There's a lot. I'm trying to get through the chat. Hip Commerce says, yes, Josh, Wrexham will play our own game. Absolutely. That's what I want to say. We will play our own game. Let's see. Cap Aled says, built a new training gun and a new stand. Yeah, I think they started tearing the stand down like yesterday. That's like absolutely yesterday. So they asked him about they asked Parkinson about the entire year. So they asked him about the year. He said, yeah, so started the season for various reasons. They had to adjust and we had to find our feet. Again, indicative of yesterday's game, finding our feet in the game. That's the arc of the season. Had to find our feet. We had a few setbacks along the way, which I think is was, he said, like sportingly coming out of the National League when we got promoted and we just need to adjust. This is the reality of a promotion season. You're going to get setbacks. You're going to get defeats. And there are some good teams in the league, but it's how you respond to as a group. And that key, that's key to the season and really what you beaten to find. So what you have been beaten to find after you've been beaten to find solutions. Okay. Sorry. It's not exactly there. So what he's saying there is like, yes, we came into the league. Eyes are on us. When you go up a league, you need people are going to be like, hey, what's going on? Like why, we need to, we're going to go after this side, especially with the Rob and Ryan thing, all that stuff going on there too. And need to adjust. We had setbacks. Obviously, Moles was out. Lee stepped up, but he's saying, we responded well. We had our blips. We definitely had our blips. And like I said, as fans, we kick every ball. Even yesterday, it's a nothing game. We kicked every ball. We had our heads, sometimes like that. We kick every ball. It's not fun for a watch along sometimes. I get it. But we kick every ball because we want them to do well. That said, he's very open and honest about like what they did. They weren't good and they had to adjust. And that's what they did. They adjusted. I think the team adjusted. I said you're going to get setbacks and you get defeats. There are some good teams in this league, but it's how you respond as a group, and that's key to the success. You need to find solutions, bounce back, and not let the slump last too long. And I think that's key, an element of success this season. So we didn't have long slumps. We got our ass kicked. Sometimes we bounced back. We did not have long slumps. I think was indicative of how the mentality of the side. We had some really bad blips. There was a game in there against Salford City, 216 headers. You know who counted that? Matt Al went back and counted the headers of the Salford City match. 216 games. Ugly stuff. Ugly stuff. That's not fun. But we had a great winter over Christmas. So that's actually really good. He goes on to say, I think that's key to the elements of the season. At the end of the season, we deserved a break, and talking about going into the summer. At the end of the season, we all deserved a break, and the hard work has been done, but it's now going into the summer, and it's going to be busy. We've had success, lots of hard work, and hard work to be done. It's going to be a long summer. It's going to be a big summer. We're not going to have games to talk about, but it's going to be a big summer. And we're going to get tied to a lot of people, tied to a lot of players, but it's going to be a big summer. So get ready for it. Strap in, put it in, whatever you got to do. It's going to be to the moon. Okay. Andy Cannon interview afterwards. He's very short on his words. But he's really had a great season. Andy, they asked him how was this, tell us about the game. He said we started a bit slow, came out in the second half. We were better. They asked him about his goal. He said, like he said, he's been getting a bit forward a little bit more. And he helps to score, and he thought it was a great finish. He says he likes going forward. He wants to create a bit of space. He said Max found him, and again, a good finish. We work things on in training. We know what people are going to do, meaning like they're all working together. So when you start playing, cadence of people. I knew that in basketball, even when I played soccer as well. You kind of get tendencies. So when you're playing every day together, you kind of know tendencies, and you're talking. One thing we don't hear is the communication on the pitch. Or in any match. Like I'm watching a basketball game right now. The communication. Communication is key in anything in life, not just in sport, in life, in business, in relationships. Communication is key, and willingness to want to be a part of that. And I think our communication on the pitch, being on the pitch, off the pitch, has been great. And that's what Andy was saying. He's like, Max and I work on this in training. When we're on the pitch, we're communicating as well. But I know he's going to do second nature, things like that. I know that someone's going to want to go outside or cut it in, give me a pass, whatever. So sometimes I think in the first half we were out of sync. Definitely we were out of sync. Bad passes went away. I think O'Connell put one out on the side and put one out on the side in the back of the line. I think O'Connell tried to press one out to Stash. Out of sync, whatever. And that happens, But it's about refocusing and doing things. It was supposed to be a party atmosphere yesterday. And you know what? It didn't happen, but we got back there. Morning all says Welsh one. Oh my God, you just saw Rob's t-shirt. All right, hold on. I got a couple. Stay there. Hip Karma. I got a bunch. I got a bunch. I did. On the back. Want to know what's on the back? It's a Vista print. Local pundit on the back. Look at that. Oh yeah. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. I mean, maybe I bought producer Ann said I was whatever. I bought a couple $100, whatever. There you go. I bought a bunch of t-shirts. Maybe we'll give them out to people. But you know what? Whoever comes up north to the Santa Clara game, how about I'll give them to those people in person. How's that? And we got the merch here too. Awesome. Merch here too. It's all coming. It's all fun. All for fun. All for everyone, so we can do more with everyone here on the show and what we're doing. All right. I went off topic there. This is what happens when I went. This is not working out. When I go off topic, it goes pear-shaped. Okay, Andy Cannon. Can I get back to the Andy Cannon thing, and then we'll go there for that. Hip Karma, I want to get you some merch as well. Oh, dude, that's a local hat. That local hat is dope. Rob S. So here's the deal with the merch. I got temp hats made coming. They're here. There's one down there. You can see over there. There's one over there. I can't do my over there. Producer Ann does not like this one, but I do. It's a cool little trucker hat. I like it, so that's cool. But yeah, we got stuff. I have to talk her into this stuff. As guys, Ken Horns, yeah. So I have to sort this out. I gotta sort it out. Hey, John Brando, who's the Aussie you're talking about? John says Stockport, the 5-0 Stockport loss was followed by 11 straight unbeaten after losing 4 straight with only 3 of the rest of the season, 17 games. Yes. And my card. So the rubber t-shirt. Okay, cool. All right, let me finish the Andy stuff and then quick Max, and then I keep getting buzzed. Someone wants to come in. Someone wants to come in. You gotta. When I'm live and I get messages, I obviously want to, I obviously want to help, get people on. I keep getting a message if someone wants to come on. Let me just finish this Andy Cannon thing. I was going to walk through the goals, but I think it's important we get the people on there. People are waiting, so I people in the background, they're waiting and want to come on. So let me just finish this. Andy Cannon thing, and then the Max, and then I think we're going to get our guest on if he or she is willing to come on. I don't know. It's just a black screen, so just let me know. Okay. So Andy went on to say, they asked him about the weekend. They said, yeah, we have something planned for tonight. A few beers, successful season, back to back. I was really happy. I said we wanted to finish the season strong, no pressure, because the game we got promoted at the end of the season. We want to finish on a season high. Obviously, pressure being at the club. They expected to win games, and because when you're at this club, he said after the Forest Green game, the pressure was off, but we wanted to go and win games. Mentality. And I think that's great. So I like that. I really, really like that. So quick Max 1-2. The season was a very successful one. AIM was top 3 from the start. A very successful. Nice way to finish off against the champions. Max went out to say mentality is the biggest thing in football. We turned up last week, and we wanted to go out on a high for our away fans. The start was frustrating, meaning about this game, and I think I totally agree. Part of it was being the club have to wait for your time, asking about like him getting his time, like getting an opportunity for him because he came through. He said it was a very good last few months for him. He got his opportunity. He wanted to contribute to the club where he should. He said there's competition here every time he steps on the pitch or the training ground. You never take anything for granted. He said they all take training very seriously. They push each other to do well. They asked him about what's his favorite moment of the season. He said the Colchester goal stands out to me. It was my first league goal. It's an important time of the season. It was a very, very at the Hasselhoff pitch at Colchester. It was absolutely impressive. Then he gets that goal, and he said, even though I didn't know what to do to celebrate. And you know what? True to form, you're a defender. You're 21 years old. You're thrown into the mix, and then you score an amazing goal. What do? You don't know what to do. I mean, you literally don't know what to do. So good on him. He said it's kind of surreal. This is Max again. 13s and under, 12s, back-to-back promotions. He said he played his part. He said he's enjoying the ride, and we'll see where it takes us. He said he can't wait for the summer. He said last year was unbelievable coming over here and seeing the rest of the. Sorry, my internet is going pear-shaped a bit. Let me know if it's gone down. I see it real quick. I'm going to just double check on my end. 1 second. How's the stream? Is it down? Is it crap? Let me know. I'm going to check on my end real quick. Looks like I'm froze. Am I froze? Shit. Looks like I'm froze. Let me know if the stream is okay. Stream went down a little bit. Let me know if that's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, all good. Sketchy. Okay, give me a second. I think you're good. Okay, thank you, Rob S. I appreciate that. Just give it a minute here. Stream is fine. Okay, cool. Finishing out that on Max. Finishing out Max. Sorry, again. Moles and Ivan. Stream is good. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Ivan. Okay, good. Fine here. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think Max makes good points. He said he can't wait for the summer. Enjoy. He's excited to go stateside. It's going to be a lot of work to be done while they're there, but they're going to try to enjoy it. Let's see here. One last thing here. Mulberry Red says Max is class. I can't wait to see continued growth with the club. Oh, Max is class. Lock him down. Put about 20 pounds of muscle on, and there we go. Okay, so I have someone that wants to come in. I don't have. It's just a black screen. I'm a little nervous to bring this person on. So I'm going to just do it. Let me just do it. Let me just do it and see what I can do here. Yeah, let's hope. He's not going to sign another come. All right, so I'm going to do it right now. So we have a guest coming on. I got a message earlier, so let's see what we can do. Okay, here we go. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Local Puppet. I'm Posh Anthony, and this is your Wrexham news and update show for Sunday, April 28th. It's our That's a Wrap episode. What a season! What a club! What a town! And I'm thrilled to be a part of it. How about you, Josh?
What's your name again? Is it Posh? Did I hear that right, Posh?
Yes, it is Posh Anthony.
Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. So I always start out with new people that come on the show. Tell us your origin story. Who are you? How did you find the club? How did you find local pundit? What's going on?
Well, I came into the world the way most puppets do. Don't remember much about that. I don't think anyone really does from the early days. But my background is in draconology, actually. That's my full-time job. I got a doctorate at Wrexham University. So some people refer to me as Dr. Posh, but my friends also call me Poshy.
So Poshy. Okay, so can I call you Poshy?
Absolutely. I consider you as a local puppet also to be my friend. Victoria Beckham borrowed my nickname. We are also great pals. Here in California, everyone knows one another, and we get along great with no drama.
Wait, you're in California? You're out here?
Yes, I live in Hollywood.
Okay, Hollywood. Do you? Okay, fair enough. Oddly, you and I kind of look similar. Do we know? Are we something I don't know? Are we? Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I have been compared to a sexy Kermit before, but never compared to you. So, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I like to shave, but
it's
cool. It's cool.
My shaving method, Posh. It's Posh. Can I call you Posh?
Absolutely.
Okay. My shaving method is probably like, I don't know, it gets to the point where it gets a little itchy, and then I do that. So that's my shaving method.
I really thought you were going to say lawnmower.
Yeah, a lot more. There's a couple of people in the chat. Hip Karma says, "Oh my God, Poshy." So is that Poshy with a Y, or how do you spell Poshy? Just out of curiosity.
I like to be an individual, so Poshy with an I.
I like it. I very like it. So, all right. So, quick question here. Did you watch the game yesterday? What'd you think?
Sure did. Wonderful game. Super excited. As I said earlier, great season. Super stoked. 2 goals, both epic. We put the seal on the end of this story for this season, and we're going up.
Yes, going. We are definitely going up. We are going up. Parkinson, to you, are you a Parkinson fan, or are you not a Parkinson fan?
Parkinson is a god. There is nothing that man cannot do, in my opinion. I realize that other people feel differently, but to me, he's taking care of business. He's got our guys where they need to be and where we want to go. So I have nothing bad to say about Parky.
All right,
Parky
fair enough.
Forever.
Parky, you're Parky in forever. Okay, so we have okay, fair enough. John says you're a sexy Kermit. John's in our chat. I don't know if you can see our chat at all, but yeah, you in with that?
I appreciate that, John. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, I know. It looks like you have black. It's odd. We're kind of wearing the same outfit. The eyebrows are big. I mean, the hat is kind of on point, but like, I don't know. It's weird.
That is kind of strange. I'm not going to accuse you of copying me, but imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah, I guess so. Quick question also too. If Posh is a Parky fan, he's part of my family. So that's Hip Karma. Hip Karma says, she
All right, Hip Karma.
Yeah, Hip Karma. Yeah.
We at the barbecue.
So that flag in the background, though, Wrexham. But that's Welsh flag. Obviously, have Welsh ties. You support Wrexham. So yes. Tell us how you found Wrexham. Tell us how you found Wrexham as a side.
Well, I actually come from a Welsh lineage, so we learned about Wrexham growing up on our grandparents' knees, and know so much about the dark days before the takeover. After we had such terrible owners try to dissolve the club. Got to watch that survival story, the comeback. Really appreciate Rob and Ryan for their contributions, but absolutely the trust and the veteran fans who did not let Wrexham AFC die deserve so much credit. But beyond that, into the more contemporary story today, I started following on the stream when it became available internationally, and that really helped me reconnect with my roots. My family, being Welsh, also got me interested in following the international Welsh teams for football. So I've had a few years, but certainly the energy the last few have excited me, excited my family, excited my friends, and we're just delighted to have followed this journey this season, the season before, and can't wait to see where we go next.
It's actually a really good, really exciting. Next week, we're going to do the live watch along for the Welcome to Wrexham season 3. If you're around, you want to come by and pop in.
Fantastic. Yes, the Welcome to Wrexham is probably going to kick off my summer plans. That's this week, right?
Yeah, that is this week. I was going to ask you about your summer plans. You got a little bit of a tan on you. Look like you've been out in the sun a little bit. Obviously, you're in California. What is your plan for the summer?
Well, the other part of my ancestry besides Welsh is Italian. But I do like to catch a few rays when I'm out boarding with my puppet friends.
Oh, yeah. Do you? Yeah. Do you have friends? You have friends?
Yeah. Well, that's.
I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be mean. You seem pretty popular just because you're backwards hat. But you have friends, right?
Well, yeah. It's the international sign for coolness.
Well, duh. Yeah, obviously.
So I guess besides,
yeah.
Nah. Not my vibe. Nah.
That's kind of like when you were in high school. Sorry to interrupt you. I apologize. When you're in high school, you double strap. Did you double strap or single strap? Because I was a single strap guy. I don't know if you were a double strap for the backpack. Where were you?
I had an assistant. The assistant carried the backpack.
You did, yeah. Why would you carry your own backpack? I love it.
Well, I didn't call them assistant because that's just kind of rude. I called them Bob.
Bob.
I'm not sure what their name was, but Bob is what I called them.
Yeah, like it's a John or whatever, like something like a Kyle. Sure. Anyone just
something
not
better than assistant.
Yeah, exactly. Mulberry Red, who's also a local pundit member, says, "Who's Poshy's favorite player?"
Oh, easy one there. My favorite player is Boyle. Why, do you ask? Because I love saying the name Boyle. Boyle. Also, he's bald. And my best friend, Jiven, is also bald. So,
were you friends with Jiven?
Absolutely. Jiven and I are besties.
Okay. Are you guys... So Jiven was supposed to come on, but he said he was doing push-ups, couldn't make it. Did you guys coordinate this? Because, no one called me.
No coordination. Love the guy. But when it comes to the protein shakes and working out, it's hit and miss with him.
I love it. John has a question for you too. Do you have knees? Do you guys have knees as a puppet?
Yes, I do have knees. That seems a little personal and awkward, but I do have knees.
Yeah. By the way, also too, knees, not needs. Needs, not needs, knees.
Oh, needs? Like
No, Knees. Knees.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I thought you meant the first time. I do have knees.
Oh, Knees. Yes.
I would prefer not to talk about my sexual needs.
No. We're talking about knees. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Also, too.
No, it's that kind of podcast.
No, it's a different podcast too. But you do have bodyguards. Ball guys are in fact the coolest. I get it.
No
Apparently.
question. Jivan and I actually like to have steak, but in addition to steak, my other favorite food is Welsh cakes. Jivan won't eat Welsh cakes. Too many carbs.
Too many carbs. I get it. That's awesome too. So anyway, so what do you make of this season as a whole? If you have time in your your busy life, I know you're.
Well, most of the season, I tried to focus on Rob McElhenney. He is my personal hero, and I attempt to emulate him in all things that I do. Each decision I make, each decision I avoid, each impulse that I act upon without thinking all the way through. But nonetheless, entrepreneur, creative guy, intellectual, funny as hell, and built kind of like Jivan. But he's who I aspire to be, besides being a draconologist.
Oh, yeah, well, for sure.
As far as the club, really enjoyed the uplift of spirits for the town, for the staff in the club, for the players, and the fans. It's really been a communal experience.
I love it. I do love it. Hip Karma says, love a good Welsh cake, maybe some this week. Actually, she's saying that. And Joe says, Welsh cakes are life. My God. And then Ken says, is that because it's a short one? I've never had a Welsh cake, so I don't know what is a Welsh cake. I don't have that one in.
They are magical.
I might open this up because people wanted to talk to you. If I could put this in the chat. Are you cool with that?
Oh, I probably have a couple of minutes before I need to get off, but sure.
Okay, cool. What time is happy hour for you?
It's always happy hour for Posh.
It's always happy hour. Oh, definitely. So yes. So before we wait and see if people want to come in, I know you're very busy. I get it. I love your tan. Did you think? What do you think about next season? Any thoughts on what you think? How summer's going to go? Actually, let me stop. Summer. I know you have summer plans because you're going to watch. I think you mentioned you want to watch some of the women's teams they're playing.
Yes. The Wrexham women are playing Cardiff on May 5th, so definitely going to watch that stream. Last one of the season, though not technically a league match, but still great to watch. Hoping to see Phoebe Davies get another yellow card. Yes, she's so fierce. Also, the Wales international women's team will be playing further in the Euros qualifiers against Ukraine, and that's going to be May 31st for their next match. So those are definitely watches I'm going to tune into. For the summer, oh, go ahead.
No, so you're locked in.
Oh, I try to be. So were we talking about the summer?
Yeah, tell me your summer. Yeah, what's your summer look like?
Okay, great. So like we've mentioned before, welcome to Wrexham. Gonna hang out with some of the other local puppets. Maybe go on the Rex Coast tour. That's a great way to meet the other puppets. Talk more Wrexham, have some camaraderie, because it's tough in the summer without matches every week. Also, I want to check out the TST. I think that can be available on stream. I missed it last year, and I believe it is the first week maybe of June. But hoping to see that, see the women play on the 7-on-7s. Going to be a lot of fun. Never seen 7-on-7s football before, so really looking forward to that. Also, Matt with the Racecourse Ramble.
Yeah, good guy.
Great guy. Buddy of mine. Everybody's my buddy that's worth being a buddy. He has a project called Rexflix that he's going to be doing. And I hope to, watch some flicks, have a chat about it with him, show some ideas, talk about symbology, maybe see some dragons. Should be fun.
Yeah, Rexflix is good. Matt's doing good stuff. Actually, next week I'll tell you right now. And Rexflix, I'm going to be going to see. I'm going to see Fall Guy. I think Fall Guy is going to be great.
Nice.
So Fall Guy.
I'm going to go see If.
Oh, if okay, because you're a Ryan Reynolds fan, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but not as much as Rob. But I'm really into stars made of foam and artificial sugar. So
quick.
yeah, I believe in representation on the screen.
I get it. Aaron, who's also a local appointment member, said, "Has Posh met Polly Palmer?"
Shh. I am not allowed to reveal my sources.
Okay.
Imagine me winking.
I almost saw you wink, but it's like weird because your eyes don't. It's kind of
What about my eyes?
They're so brown. They're beautiful.
Thank you. You have very nice eyes too.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I hear. John says ESPN has picked up TST Tourney. So last year was on Peacock. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, that's great. So
thanks for the information, John.
Yeah, John's
another local puppet.
Yeah. Well, John, I think is in Boston. I think that's totally different.
Excellent. Next time I'm up there, I'll have to meet him for a beer.
Yep. All right. No one wants to come in and talk to you, which is, I'm shocked. But I'm going to give us.
That'll be offensive, but cool.
No, right? It's actually pretty interesting stuff. But I'm going to put back in. Here's the deal. I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to do that. We'll do that. So what else I want to say?
You are picking up a little bit, Josh.
Oh, hold on. We have someone who wants to come here. Hold on. Wait a second.
Okay.
Do you have a moment? Can you hang out for me?
But you're frozen on my screen.
I'm frozen?
You're moving now, but.
All right, hold on. Hey.
Kevin!
Hey. Poshy.
Kevin!
How you going? I want to know, are you going to any of the games? Are you going to the Santa Barbara game, Poshy?
Not sure about Santa Barbara, but we'll definitely be at Santa Clara. What about you, Ken? Can we persuade you to come join your fellow puppets?
Well, I'm just worried there's too many good-looking people going to be there, like with yourself and Josh.
Worry, you can come too.
Ken, you got better. You have serious questions to ask the local puppet. Please, God, don't embarrass him. First time out. Also, by the way, don't shame him. It's his first time on the show.
Hey, watch yourself. Ken and I are buddies. Ken can ask me whatever he likes.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
His reputation precedes him.
Yeah.
Class.
Poshy and I get along well, but I mean, Poshy is very private and has never revealed who the rest of her family is, and the likeness here is fascinating.
Yeah.
And so I'm just a bit curious on this.
The likeness to Kermit?
No, not to Josh.
No.
I don't see it.
It's the eyes. It's definitely the eyes.
No, I don't see it. Ken, I don't see it.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one, Ken. I love you. But no, it's all right. It's all right. Ain't weird, but all right.
Yeah, it is a bit weird. Awkward even.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Ken, anything else you want to add to talk to Poshy? Sorry, Posh.
Poshy is really amazing. I mean, and to hear that that Poshy is friends with Jive is great to hear too. Like that whole community feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really like to stay connected here on the local puppet. Everyone is welcome.
Nice. And I see you've got a lot of fans in the chat, Poshy. I mean, Hip Karma seems to be probably, I'd say, your biggest fan.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Hip Karma.
Yeah. I love it.
Just beautiful.
We got someone else coming in here too. Let's see if we can make this work. 1 second. Hold on. We have Mario.
Cario! You're the man! Cario in the house! Sup, dude?
Hello. How are we all?
How are you?
Never better, never better. Just got back from doing some plumbing business, and here we are.
Okay. I know Ken. This is Posh. He is, he's kind of new to the show. Got a great tan. What do you have any thoughts, question for him?
I think you've covered about most things there. Very good tan. I'm loving the flag in the background. You can see I try and replicate as well as possible. But
yes, brother, Cario.
Exactly. There we go. So there's not overly too much that we can go into, is there? But
yes,
just thought I'd show up following my plumbing and stomping on turtles and all that kind of stuff.
K-Ron, do you think that you and Posh can host a like a League Two show next year?
I mean, there's no reason why not. As a person that is following a League Two club that shall not be named, covering League Two is something I am unfortunately forced into for another year.
Yeah, I like it.
We feel for you, man. We feel for you.
Yeah, we won't be there though because we'll be in League Two. We'll be in League One. You'll be in League Two. So yeah, I get it.
We won't be there, but we will always be here for Cario.
Yeah.
Too kind.
I think Bob, my assistant, who followed me through school and into life, is telling me that I've got another call lined up. I am so sorry to have to leave you guys, but duty calls.
All right.
So popular.
Yeah, very popular. Posh, always welcome back. It's good to meet you. And if any of your other if any of your other friends want to come back, please let us know. We'll have you back in, okay?
Sure thing. I'll spread the word. Ken, Mario, great to see you guys too. Josh, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. Y'all have a nice evening. And on that bombshell.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, it's Posh.
There's a similarity. That was incredible.
Posh looked odd. He looked kind of, I don't know, familiar.
Have you got any children you don't know about, Josh?
Not yet. I mean,
not even yet.
I don't know. I mean, it's odd. Hi guys, how are you?
Better for that.
Okay, yeah, it's fun. I like we have new fans coming in. What do you guys think? New fans,
great. Yeah. When my mental state makes me have to spend 25 quid on a Mario outfit, and these kind of things merit good use of it. So there we are.
There you go. Yeah. So how about I'm going to do this. I have to take 2 seconds. I'm going to do this. You guys are going to run the show. Oh shit! You guys are going to run the show, and I will be right back. But I want to leave you with this to talk about how. Ken, you're taking lead. What did you think of yesterday's game? And K-Ron, you can follow up in there. I had to do 2 seconds of work. Go ahead.
I don't know who K-Ron is. No, I'm sure.
K-Ron's not here. It's me and Cario.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So myself personally, I love yesterday's game. True representation of our whole season. Slow start, great finish. And a pretty balanced performance by the whole team with no one really standing out, just pretty good across the field. Cario, what did you think of the game yesterday?
I think you've covered it in near perfection. Watching it, and I was watching a separate game that I will not mention or talk about at all for obvious reasons.
Do you have a favourite team, Cario?
Ignore that. Some team that's good.
Some team that's good. Okay.
A good football club. So
I'll let you think about that, and maybe you can come back on a future show and give us your favourite team. But
of course.
Let's have a little bit of a chat about yesterday's game with Wrexham and Stockport. Obviously, did you get to see any of the game?
I saw very, very minor glimpses of the game, and again, you've covered it pretty well. quite a poor first half, I think, from the standards you've usually set, and it was followed by a very good second half performance. And weirdly, all come full circle. You were, in very similar ways to the team I support that I shall not name, good in the first half. Well, actually, quite the opposite of the team I follow. Poor.
Well, look at that. We've got a new person in the house.
Well, where did he come from? That's crazy.
Which one's that? Is that Jivan or Ivan?
This one is Ivan, unfortunately.
How you going, Ivan?
I'm well. How are you, boys?
Very well. We're just talking about yesterday's game. It's great to see you. You've been watching the show?
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, I could not make it in time to see Posh, but managed to still catch you two.
Poshy. Don't forget
Poshy. Yeah, my apologies, Poshy. Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
And well, Ivan, what did you think of the game yesterday?
Okay. I think that it's amazing to close out the season with a win over the champions, first of all. That's a perfect, pretty much picture perfect ending to the season. And I think that second place, runners up, is really good as well, because a lot of people were talking about how third place is not a real promotion. So that's not my opinion. It's just what I heard. So that will, close out a lot of those talks that, every other league has two teams going up, and now we're in the second place. So that grants us the real promotion on every level. I think it's amazing that people, especially Stockport fans, are talking all this crap about us. That's awesome. I think that's something that we should actually be proud of, and we could really appreciate it. Oh, sorry, my phone is blowing up, because it's great when you generate all those rumors and hate and jealousy. You just have to channel it in the right way, and we just have to be smarter not to react to all that. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. It was great to see the goal by Andy Cannon. I think it's one of the best goals of the season. Probably not the best, but one of the best. A great angle, great shot, and yeah, it's just one of those goals where the keeper, even though he had his hands to it, but couldn't do much about it. There are a few things that I wasn't too happy about during the game, but that's all right. As long as we win, and thank God the season is over. Now we can focus on the next one. There's one thing that I have noticed through the game is just not just the people on the pitch, but also even Rob and everybody else around it. Everybody was just a little bit tired, and I mean it in a good way. Like it's not like they didn't care, but you could just see it in players, you could see it in coaches, you can see it even some of the fans. Like everybody was just tired. Everybody was ready for the wrap up. So sure. That's my sort of 5 cents.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I see Cario's left the house, and we've got someone else back. I'll just quickly, I don't have access to put up the comments, but Aaron sort of said, surely Cario's favourite team is Italian. We'll ask Cario that when they come back next time.
Yeah, I don't know what happens. I was just walking through my house, and this random guy wearing overalls stood on my head because I was wearing green or something. I'm unsure, but
yeah.
Sorry, boys. I'll just turn my video off for 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
Sure. And Kieran, I also noticed Hip Karma's put in here, what were my thoughts on Ollie Palmer? He seemed to get a lot of frustration expressed out at him, yet he scored the first goal and got 30 seconds of grace. Well, I'll quickly comment on that, and then I'll pass to you, Kieran. Ollie, scored a goal. He plays a slightly different role for us, and he's copped a lot of flack from all of us through the season, myself included. I'm not going to shy away from that, but I still have a lot of respect for Palmer. I think he's a great player. As we go up the leagues, though, his speed may struggle, but fair play, great goal, great first touch on his goal. He controlled the ball and put the ball away. He missed a goal in the first half where he blazed away, and Ivan commented on that. But I still think he had a great game. So Hip Karma, that's my thoughts on Ollie. I like Ollie. I still think Ollie will be with us next season, but I think won't be a starter, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that, Kieran?
I don't think personally Ollie Palmer does have, and you've mentioned, I don't think he has the pace to be a player that can make an impact from the get-go. When you're moving up to League One, there's going to be players that are a lot quicker. They're a lot smarter, and they position themselves better to where it's not going to be as easy for Ollie Palmer to get in behind or get in front of his man. So I'd see him staying. I think as a character, I mean, just off of watching teasers of the documentary and whatever, he's a character, isn't he? You can tell he definitely has a positive impact of that dressing room, being very vocal about. He mentioned at the beginning of this season, didn't he, that he was talking about promotion and he got a stick for it and everything. So I think he's a good character that should stay. Again, I agree with you. I agree with you on the terms of I don't think he'll be a starter, but I think his main role, I mean, obviously the position he plays is to score goals. And usually when he's put in the position where, you put him to score a goal, he'll do it. There's more often than not, there's strikers that I suppose don't do what strikers should when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net and being reliable in that regard. I think Ollie Palmer's got that reliability. He doesn't have too much else, that's from what I've seen of him anyway. But when you've got a striker that can score most of the times where he's in those positions, you can't half complain.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, absolutely. And then we've got Welsh Chrissy. I really don't know what you're talking about. This team gave it all. You're not from North Wales. You haven't got a clue. Well, I wouldn't say that. We know the team gave it all in Ivan's point, but he was correct. They were tired. They looked drained in that first half, and it's end of a long season. They obviously were probably celebrating promotion in the week before, and so they weren't as fresh as what they possibly could have been. They definitely gave their all. All Ivan said was that they were a bit slow in the first half, and I 100% agree with that. I'll let you take that, Ivan, but that's my thoughts.
No, I'm not claiming to have a clue or know anything. I'm just sharing my opinion. And yes, I think that overall, like if I was to sum up the game in a couple of words, like the first thing that would come up to me is just tired. But at the same time, it was great to see us finding the way to win. And the next, I guess, if I was to carry on developing that thought, the entire season, I would describe it as moments of brilliance. So we're, and that game is indicative of, like you guys were all saying, that the game was indicative of the entire season. There were struggles, there were bad plays, there were silly decisions, there were some other challenges that we had to overcome. But then the moments of brilliance came, and we found a way to win. I think O'Connell's pass was a moment of brilliance. That beautiful. Sort of mid-range to long-range ball, and the fact that Palmer scored of that pass made it even sweeter. The reason why people do not highlight Palmer's goal so much versus Cannon's goal, again, it's just my opinion from what I experienced in my life. Palmer's goal. People who understand a little bit about football, you would expect the striker to score a goal like that in this situation, with this pass, with this setup. The goal that Cannon scored, you don't expect people to score goals like that. It's one of those things where the angle is sharp. He doesn't look at the goal. There's a little triangle 1-2 play that happens before that, which is actually not too typical of us this year, but it happens. And it lets Cannon break into the box, and then he unleashes that shot, and you don't really expect that goal to go in, but it does go in, and it's a beautiful goal, and that's why I think people don't talk a lot about Palmer's goal versus Cannon's goal in this case, from there on, like yes, we have those moments of brilliance, but what we need to look at for the next season, apart from the big names that are going to come in and amazing players that are going to sign up, is to develop consistency. So it will be, I think, the next step for us, especially in the league above, is developing that consistent performance with the new people in the squad, building those new links. And if consistency comes, consistency is a key to pretty much everything. And then, who knows what's possible from there after.
Well, the man is back. He's back in charge. So
I left it to you. You're the
Oh,
adult.
hi Josh. How have you been, mate? Long time.
Lost
no
Cario.
see. Yeah, this guy in overalls was, I was walking upstairs and whatever. This guy in overalls came and jumped on my head because of this green, top that I'm wearing. So very strange, very strange. But I might have to file a restraining order on this individual. They've been one too many times in my room trying to steal the limelight.
Okay. Well, hey, listen. When you have that shirt on, and I see Ivan came in. What's going on? I had something to take care of offside. Private chat things. Oh, sorry.
Well, you had Josh. Just
Yeah,
quickly, you had Ivan talking about that goal of Cannon's, which was amazing. The play, and like we call it an unexpected goal. That's the beauty of football. Those moments of brilliance. In the first half, we probably expected Palmer to score that goal, and he didn't. I would say Palmer's actual goal that he scored was another moment of brilliance. A great pass, a great first touch, and a great goal, a great run through. He looked offside at the beginning, but he wasn't. So, there's those moments. And again, I think imagine if we had a 3 set up front, Palmer would have a very good role with 3 attackers, because you could have a Palmer, another Palmer-like player, and a big man like Palmer in the middle, a quick Mullen-like player, I should have said, and Palmer in the middle. So interesting. We'll never play that setup, but that's sort of my thoughts on those games yesterday. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby Hagen, how are you? Ruby, Kieran, Ivan's in the house. By the way, Welsh Chrissy had one here too. So, but the goals, I missed a couple of minutes. I did take care of something real quick, and you guys did a great job. I really don't know what you're talking about. The team give it all. You're not from North Wales. You haven't got a clue. Well, who is that?
I think we already talked about it.
That common's common's empty.
What I do need to know is, did we already talk about Ivan's shirt?
No,
we did not. So the common's going to be made now.
Dude, she washed and dried on hot, even for you. That's like the chest version of painted on jeans, bro. What the?
Oh my god,
Ruby, it is extra large. I don't want to buy double XL shirts.
You might have to buy double XL, man. I'll keep it under with you.
That's a Kiwi extra large bullshit, man. All right.
I'm starting to think every shirt Ivan wears, we need to see the label for the proof that it's an XL.
Yeah, I think we need the label.
Give me a second.
Yes. Oh God, now he's gonna take it off, Ken. We didn't think this through.
Oh,
this stream is about to go nuts
now.
Ivan comes on without his shirt on.
No, most of the time he doesn't wear a shirt, so it's fine.
I mean,
optional.
His nipples should only stay in the Discord. That one record. Come on.
That's disappointing.
Is that the only nipple you had? There was no.
Well, now we've had Kieran apparently changed his outfit. Ivan has changed his outfit. I mean, what's going on here?
Looking sharp, Kieran. And I like your new haircut. That looks sharp.
Yeah, I got a new haircut. I finally decided I had to sort it out because I was getting quite overly large. It looked like I was wearing a hat half the time. Not that kind of hat, not the kind of hat that Josh wears, but rather quite a woolly hat.
Mm-hmm. Like a Hugh hat.
Yeah, exactly. The less I have to talk about my own football team, the better. So that's 90% of those on here.
K-Rod, it's behind you. We are done with Newport County. Literally behind you. The only time you're
literally behind me, yeah.
Yeah, it's like impending danger behind you. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna talk about Wrexham. Anything you guys want?
Before? Did I show you guys?
Oh, you did now.
Nice ball.
Nice
This is
ball.
my football that I got from the Wrexham shop, but it's not available online. And so Nia Baz from Dazzle Publishing, his wife, was kind enough to ship it to me. So I have a Wrexham football. Not sure how I'm going to incorporate it into my background, but yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
you
really
can
fun.
put a shelf somewhere.
Put it right here. Put it right here.
Yeah, just like this.
Yeah, just hold it right there. You're good to go. All right, keep talking. There you go. Yeah. I brought up a lot of stuff just on the intro and things like on that. Is anyone? I know I missed a couple minutes, but poke around on yesterday's game. Obviously, that's a wrap. That was the martini shot. We didn't disappoint. Indicative of the arc of the season. Anyone and K-Ron, you're gonna have to feign being a Wrexham fan because we know you are secretly. But anyone want to pull that out from things we brought up during the first 35, 40 minutes of the show?
I'm afraid that I missed when Ivan and Ken and K-Ron took over. So if they had any segue in there for that, because I agreed with what you said about using the game to represent the season overall. I thought there was some correlation there as far as, strong finish. As opposed, it wasn't a bad first half in my opinion, but definitely on a high note, which is again kind of what we've come to expect in the beginning or earlier in the season when I still had that unshakable faith in the 87th minute that we could still pull it off. That doesn't live in me anymore and might take a while to rebuild. Not that they don't have talent, not that they couldn't do that. I'm just not running around programmed, blindly believing it will happen like I was before. But yeah, no. When Ivan first came on, he seemed to be smiling quite a bit, though I didn't have the audio. So I'd be super curious to hear what made Ivan smile so much. Or maybe like when your shirt's that tight, it just kind of makes your face go. I'm not sure. Please enlighten me.
No, the reason why I was smiling is that we were talking about all the good things that happened this season and the way we finished it. I think it was great. Repeating myself here, the winning over the champions, great goal by Cannon. The fact that we are in the second place is very important to some people as well, because I said it before. You hear it now and then that third place is the only place. It's the only league where you can get promoted taking third automatically. Point. So yeah, it's like that would shut those people up, I guess. If you care about that, I don't, but some people do. It was just good to finally let go of the season and move on to the bigger, greater things next year.
Yeah.
What do we think about the rubbing it in our faces? Stockport fans, Ken.
Well, I did mention that too. Are you asking me or?
Well, I was going to run the horn, but go ahead.
Sorry.
K-Ron, go. You go, then we'll go to Ken. We'll go to Ken.
I'll just have a mute for a sec.
Why you're trying to golf?
Yeah.
He's got a kangaroo to go fight.
Yeah, go ahead, Ives.
So I did mention briefly that I think it's great when you get person or people talking crap about you and trying to prove the point every time they get a chance. It's you have to cherish those moments because it's really it's an indicative of their weakness and their insecurities, and you actually can get a lot of information about a person or a group of people by observing and analyzing the way they act in these circumstances. And the more they do that, the more they try to rub it in, or the more they try to pinch and poke you with everything they do and everything they say, the stronger you become and the weaker they become. So I think that's the biggest lesson for us here is to learn how to not to respond to that at all, how to just ignore it completely, and draw strength from it. And to be honest, you don't really need to do anything about a person or people who talk and yell and yap or do whatever up until they seriously threaten your health, your life, or the health and life of your loved ones. When it comes to that stage, then you use whatever force you need to use to stop that. But up until then, they can yell and yap whatever they want. It only makes us better.
I agree with a lot of what you just said. And it really, for me, not just in this situation, but in life, kind of as you've alluded to, but certainly with this particular amount of noise coming out of the Stockport corner, it just really emphasizes to me when I compare it to how Wrexham generally talk about themselves or talk about competition is they must not have as much going for them. They must not have as much talent. They must not have as much of a connection with their players or other things to celebrate. If it's the philanthropy, if it's the fellowship and camaraderie, if it's, the new businesses starting in town, there just must not be enough there to take up the time that they would use us as some sort of foil this whole time. Like we would never talk about anybody as much as they're talking about.
We're not a heel. We know we're not a heel, right?
Well, it's just kind of sad. And I'm sure there are very devoted Stockport fans who don't want to talk about Wrexham ever, but for the folks making the most noise, it's just a little sad that they don't have enough investment in their own team and their own story to be spending time celebrating that instead of talking about it.
To my point earlier on when I brought the show up, I was like, let them do what they're going to do. Great, you won. We gave you your desserts. I get that, but because we're having a conversation, we're going to continue the conversation. We're not a heel. We didn't go out and snub our nose into them. We just said we went about our business. I think Ivan said that. And I'll pass to Cae real quick. But Ivan said it brilliantly. I think I tumbled through it myself. But we don't go out looking for the fight. If they want to come for the fight for us, we're just going to go about our business. And I think that's what we've done from the top down. Cae Ras.
As someone that scrolls through stupid amounts of League Two Twitter when I'm incredibly bored, I think some of the reasoning behind Stockport's recent obsession with Wrexham, in the nicest way of putting it, has been that a good few, and it's a minority when you look at the entire Wrexham fan base, but it's a bigger group. Wrexham's a bigger club, a lot more opinions, etc. A lot of them were talking about how Stockport lost a game, Wrexham won a game. This was about December time, and quite a few of them, and it was sometimes put quite harshly. They were saying, now we're going to win the league. You've messed it up, blah blah blah. I've seen quite a few negative comments, and it's a lot of, I suppose, just kind of back and forth rivalry stuff. It's two teams that have done really well this season, and the words and the back and forth is going to happen. It'll happen next season, just out of the whole, you've done the back-to-back promotion. They've had 2 promotions in 3 years, kind of thing. But yeah, I agree with you in the retrospective. They've won the league.
Hold on, wait. All right, so Welsh Christie. It's not a game, it's a match. Too many wannabe bloggers are trying to tell us how we do. Oh, and here she goes. Tell us to talk to Wrexham people and go away. No, listen, Welsh Christie, I appreciate you coming in and having your say. Everyone's going to have your say. Please do not be directive. Have a say. You want to have something to come on to say. Do not be directive at people. We're very open to have people's conversations. You're not going to come here and get after people. So Welsh Christie, if you want to come have something to say, we're not here for that. But you are very welcome to come on and have your say yourself. Don't come here and do that, or you'll be banned.
Totally fair.
Go
Absolutely.
Cae Ras, do you remember last year? Did you follow it all? I know that, I've obviously just met you this season, but between Notts County and Wrexham, was it a similar kind of exchange online?
It's
okay.
Yeah, it happens every season with usually, it's usually the 3 teams that are in the mix. It looked like Mansfield were just happy to be there, and most of the fans that I talked to were incredibly anxious they were going to mess it up because they've been in those kind of positions in previous years and struggled to maintain it. But no, when you see 2 teams that have, been so competitive all season, you're really starting to get towards the business end. You notice a lot more back and forth. Sometimes it gets too personal and too, unrelated to the entire game of football. That's from both sides and whatever. I'll agree with what you've said in the way that, they've done this title celebration and they've directed it somehow to Wrexham. To me, that's a bit odd. To me, that's a thing of, you didn't need to mention Wrexham to kind of mention you've got the upper hand there, because you're the one holding the league. You've not won the league. That shouldn't need extra emphasis. But I don't know. I suppose when there's so much back and forth on social media, as people build more grudges and they want to emphasize their point, I suppose. But no, I've not really been on either side of it. It's usual for every single season. Two back and forth kind of things that happened last season with Leighton and Northampton, when there was a point when Leighton were losing a lot of games. They ended up winning the league. Northampton were picking up points and catching up. So to me, it's not unfamiliar for it to happen. But I personally disagree with you, Josh, in terms of not even Josh, all of you, in the way that you mentioned. They've not got as much to be happy about and everything. I personally think Stockport have one of the best, if not the best, owner in the entire EFL, just out of the way he operates and the way he gets things done. Like, there is no risk they will ever run out of business, and they should be a lot more focused on their own team, potentially a few of them, because they spent 15 or so years in National League. They dropped to National League North and all this stuff. So, you'd imagine for the diehard fans that have been there when they were going to, I don't even bloody know, they were going to like Halifax away and all this other stuff. They wouldn't care about Wrexham in the same way that Wrexham fans that were there from the bottom up won't care at all. But it's a lot more media attention this season in terms of how the both teams have went back and forth. I suppose it is because it could be the jealousy there, as someone that supports a club that isn't in the limelight all the time. There's part of me that always wishes, God, I wish we had something along these lines where, we had all these eyes on us. But there is then the other part of me that goes, God, if you have all these eyes on you, everyone's gunning for you.
Yeah, there's targets on you too.
Yeah, everyone's gunning. Like, everyone, no matter what the point of the season is, unless you're Stockport, where you don't have to care, or at least you shouldn't care, everyone wants to beat you a lot more. Like, don't get me wrong, every team wants to beat every team, but when you have the rarity of the stature of a club, that is seen worldwide, and you're a little League Two team, you're going, hold on, if we beat them, what does this mean for us? So, went a little bit off the track of the whole opinions on Stockport giving it to Wrexham, but there you are.
I like the guys. So many similarities that makes some sense to me, because yes, if my team was so comparable in every other way, quality ownership, delivering on the pitch, the journey, from other leagues into promotion, and wasn't getting even a fraction of the international attention that Wrexham is, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, no worries.
The bottom line is that all what's going on, like with those insulting, rude comments in the chat, everything else is going on around Twitter, all this hate, whatever you want to call it. The bottom line is it doesn't have anything to do with football. Okay, if we're looking at football, if we're looking at the game, at the match, that's completely different. Even players don't have that kind of relationship between themselves too. They go out there and they play the game. So during the stream yesterday, all of us who were watching the game here on Local Pundit, we all said that Stockport is a great team. They play good football. And to be honest, objectively, the result of the game should have been at least a draw. Because looking at it would be a very logical result. I'm talking from an objective standpoint. The way they played, they could have scored over free kick. They had a very nice shot straight after they scored the first one, which was almost a copy that just missed the post. They had another couple of opportunities. They played great football, and we said it many times. We can see why they are a champion. Yeah. So we paid our respects, and we were absolutely, like I was talking about it from a very objective standpoint. So all the other things that people say and yelling abuse at one another, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter whatsoever. If some crazy dog is barking at you, you're not gonna go on your knees and bark back. So
No, I'm
you
probably
just,
going to try and adopt it right off the street.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna use other means of dealing with that situation, but you're not gonna bark back.
No,
Right.
so Ivan's part. See, like Kieran's a Welsh guy, a gentleman from Newport. That's not what we do here. Go take that somewhere else. I'm just saying. Have your
Yeah,
opinion.
it is.
Personally,
I agree with people that. Well, obviously, I don't agree with people that disagree with me. That's not, I'm in the agreement of everyone. Maybe I don't agree with everyone that
Is
disagrees
that like
with me.
winning by? Is that like winning by a goal? Winning by
Wait
a
a minute.
goal.
That's not,
Yeah. The game was decided by a goal. That's the exact quote.
you can take the banter, and you want to be abusive, you can go somewhere else. We'll be respectful, things like that. That's all I'm saying.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you. That comment wasn't banter. It was just being a dick. Like that comment isn't funny. It isn't. It isn't smart. There's nothing about that I go, oh, you know what? Yeah, that comment, funny, nice one, well done.
Well, I mean, look, rivalries in football are a natural thing in all sport, and the media likes to build up rivalries. What you got to remember is there's history there. 2 years ago, Stockport got promoted from the National League. Well done. They're in League Two. Then we get promoted out of the National League into League Two, and so we're back. And Stockport, our old rivalry, is there, and that's fine. That's totally fine. John, back way early in the comments, said, after our 5-0 loss to Stockport, that was followed by 11 straight unbeaten for them. Unbelievable run.
That's a
Fair
straight.
play. They played great. And then after losing 4 straight, we only lost 3 for the rest of the season in the 17 games. So like we were talking about the representation of yesterday's game to the season, there it is right there by John. John's a wealth of knowledge. He nailed it right on the spot. But, those 17 games, we finished with 5 wins straight, I think it was. Great finish to the season for us.
Home and away.
Yeah, absolutely. And people would say Wrexham can't play away. I mean, we've done great. We're up next season. Stockport's up next season. It's going to be there again. And what's that mean? The media's going to breed into it. Every time Wrexham plays Stockport, which will be at least twice, they'll build it up. It'll be a big game. There'll be a lot of attention. It's great for eyes on the game. And Ruby was saying, look, we've got the international interest in Wrexham because of Rob and Ryan. I'm in Australia. Ivan's in New Zealand. Ruby is in America with Josh, and our local with Kieran and Poshy in Hollywood. So we've got everybody.
I just had a thought and it. Never mind. I had a really great thought, Ken, and it just.
There was.
Thank you, Ken.
There was this one article that I read, and I want to clarify just before I go into and talk the rest of it. It was not a Wrexham dedicated website, wasn't a Stockport one, and I think this article further increased the tension, particularly on the Stockport side and their open judgment and whatever. This article, I cannot remember who it was from, but it was when Stockport mathematically won the league. And the article wasn't Stockport win League Two. It was Wrexham denied League Two by Stockport, writing as if they're the kind of villains, in this scenario. So I don't think that helped the confrontations between both sets either.
But Kieran, Ivan said this earlier. Like, we're not a villain. Like, we don't.
No, I'm not portraying any of you as villains. You're all fine.
Yeah, other than Jivin, he's absolutely
exactly. Every club is fine other than Forest Green.
I don't know that Jivin deserves that kind of hate, but I did remember the thing I was going to say from
she wrote down.
Ken helped me remember talking about context and how it's shaped, by the media. But something I have noticed online, and I don't know if it's just a cultural difference or the tradition, within the clubs or within football in the UK, but it seems that the word rivalry itself, as well as derby/derby, I know that one's a little bit more sensitive, that to call it even a rivalry is a level of acknowledgement of them being peers or people being peers that some folks aren't prepared to sign on for. And that's just, something very interesting to me that I'm learning from this season and going into next, that words that we use interchangeably in maybe our respective countries have more significance potentially in this context. And rivalry certainly seems to have become one of them. I knew about Derby and whether or not, but to have rivalry, I saw that this week. And I went, oh, okay. Well, here's another word that I might need to think about before I use.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're yesterday we celebrated we didn't celebrate as
Ivan's going to buy a new shirt or something. I'm unsure.
Ken says everything should be excited to grow up again. That was my theme of the show. We're an hour and 35 minutes in. We're all. He's coming. Here he goes.
There he is.
Sorry, I'm touching buttons.
That's okay.
Yeah. And that's what we wanted to do about it. And for we had a good Sunday wrap up 90-minute show. I want to get in there. I'm going to just wrap this up in a minute because I got something. Listen, we're going into the summer. We got the playoffs happening, which is going to be fun. Always going to get haters for Newport anyone. So it's a lot of fun. So this is great. We have a lot to talk about. I know Ken has some things he wants to do over the summer. Ivan does. Ron, you've been offered a job. You haven't accepted it yet, but that's fine. That's totally fine.
We'll send the contract over and I will sign.
Okay.
I'll
I need the figures,
Well,
there's a price to talk League Two. That's only a joke. Apart from I wish it wasn't. I hate League Two so much. All right. Anyway.
Ron, yes and. He's
good. He redirected himself. He didn't need a yes and.
I'm going to pass it to Ken. Tell him what we're talking about. Go on. You run a business. Go on.
Well, yeah, a contract's a contract, mate. We'll get you in. We'll get you started. There'll be performance reviews. There'll be KPIs.
Yeah.
So for you, and that's totally fine. I think if you really put your best foot forward, there's a future for you. Maybe not your team, but there's a future for you. And
so should his manager? So listen.
How do I report you to HR?
Good one, Kieran.
But Ken will be your boss. But I believe that. Listen, I would give you Ruby as your direct report, but your direct report's gonna be Ivan.
Whew. That's tough. That's tough.
Well,
so you have to go to Ivan to get to Ken, and then Ruby's HR.
I'm on your side.
Oh, so full of shit. There's your
I'm
direct
totally
boss.
on Kieran's side. Look at that hair. It's so cute. Which you're not allowed to say in HR, but you're not technically signed on the contract yet, so I don't have to treat you like an employee.
So think it Ivan's your direct report, Ken's your general manager, and Ruby is Ruby's your HR. And I don't work here anymore. I'm done.
You don't work here.
No. Ron, you could have a full League Two next year. I'm just saying.
All 24 teams.
I don't want a full League Two.
Well, no.
I don't. I hate this division. I cannot emphasize how awful it is.
But we're gone. We're out. We left it.
I know you're gone.
Yeah, don't rub it in, Josh.
Stop
he's
it, Josh.
through it. He's got this far. He's not
gone
anymore.
Going up.
Oh my God!
What is the term of going up? This club has not been promoted for about 14 years. What is going up?
I can give it first what his job duties are next year. You and Ken work this out. HR, go ahead. What is the job duties next year?
What are his job duties next year?
Yeah.
Ron, what do you think your job duties should be? What do you think your position description should be?
League Two sufferer, maybe?
Yeah, don't tap into the Kior. I want you to stay with Cario kind of vibe. All right? You're a survivor. You've gone through this before. You can get through
it.
Do
I have to put League Two Survivor then? Because that's about all we're doing.
There's a song there.
Ken's comment on not much ambition for Newport, unfortunately, isn't too far off the truth.
Why don't you do what Tommy does for Wrexham for Newport next year for the local pundit?
Sure, maybe it'll make Newport games enjoyable. I might need a video diary
You are
from one of you.
enjoyable. You
I
are
might need a
enjoyable.
video diary from one of you on what it's like to win a game of football. I haven't seen one of those in about 2 months. So if one of you could remind me before I accept this position, because I might have to readjust myself to a win some point down the 46-game season.
Imagine your job next year where you're taking the best shit every single day going to games. It'd be so good.
It's all right. Me having to talk about Newport's like trying to polish a turd. That's about what I'm trying to do.
Ken,
Well,
I can't.
All the things you could talk about instead of them. You could just be surrounded. Have the live feed. Of the different events within the game. I'm losing what it's supposed to be. It's like the live match feed, but live commentary. But just don't even acknowledge it. It's at the bottom of your screen. At what minute, what goal, or what card, or whatever happened, and you just talk about something else.
Yeah.
Until you feel ready. But I mean, you've got a few months now to kind of process this season.
Yeah, I've got a few months to digest the fact that if we lose on the opening day of the season, the club have officially lost the most games in a row of all time in their history.
Well, that's a record.
That's a record. You said
Hey, if we stay in this division for 2 more years, we hold the record of the most consecutive seasons in League Two. If I word these right, they sound good.
Well, I mean, it's not impressive.
That's 2 records you can go for.
Yeah.
I don't want the first game. Okay, the thing is, right, I wouldn't. The reality of how I watch football is that I wouldn't overly complain with the second record. My club being stable enough to stay in the EFL, fine with me. The one of the whole losses in a row thing, if we can avoid that one, that'd be nice. Because it's not most games in a row without a win. It's most losses on a row without anything else. No draws, no nothing. I hate football for now.
It may not make you feel better, but when I was in high school, the first high school that I was at for American football had the notoriety of the worst losing streak in the nation. So, I mean, there's a lot of United States and there's a lot of American high school football teams. So, bro.
Hip Karma, we're offering him a job to do his thing. I want him to do his thing.
Thank you. Defensive
his direct report is Ivan, and then the general manager would be Ken.
Well, I mean, Ivan's not going to sugarcoat it for him. If they're crap, he's going to be like, "Yeah, bro, what can we do about it?"
Hold on, I don't sugarcoat it. If we,
I know, and that's my point. But if you're reporting to Ivan, it's not like he's going to yell at you for it. He's going to be like, "Yeah, bro." Pretty bad. But he might help you, change your focus onto what you can control and can build.
I'll tell you what. I might have to buy a whiteboard and sort it all out. When I even started doing all of his whiteboard stuff, Wrexham started playing all right. So I might have to buy a whiteboard.
Ken, you're in.
Maybe that's what I'd be missing.
Hip Karma. There you go, Ken. Can you help? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. There's always a positive. Well, that's the best part about reporting on a whole league. There will be a positive spin every week. And then I'm actually thinking about this as I'm watching Hip Karma's posts, which I think are fantastic. I think we found our therapist.
When I originally came onto this show for the first time, it was all fine because I'm fine with losing every other week or losing every now and again. It's bound to happen. It's football, right? Mm-hmm. But 8 in a row has broken me, all right? To a point where I'm spending 25, 30 quid on a Mario outfit and I'm booking a hotel and everything to stay in Bradford when I know we're going to lose. I said on the supporters coach on the way there that we lose 4-0. I was 1 goal off. That's how bad. Yeah, I can predict us to lose every week and I'm smashing them. That's my positive.
Can I just tell you this real quick? What did I tell you, Ivan? You come on to entertain people because they want to watch Bradford and be a part of it. So if you can bring that positivity, I mean, you think people want to hear me talk about nothing? No.
Did you say Bradford?
You see, first of all, Bradford. First of all, no positive,
gosh.
not one. There's not one. Bradford makes Newport look like New York. That is about all my review on Bradford.
Think about it.
Their pitch is awful as well. I mean, you see their pitch? It's pretty bad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They have an awful pitch.
See, you feel better already, don't you, Kayron?
Yeah, Kayron.
Not at all, no.
Ivan's been waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch watch our games. What have you been doing?
Staying here until 2 in the morning talking to you while you're having nice times and winning every game while my team loses every week. That's what I've been doing.
Make it fun. And maybe
I'm making it as fun as I can. My misery surely entertains you one way or another.
You're doing a bang up job.
Maybe.
I mean, you're still showing up.
You're doing a bang up job.
It'll play out. It'll work out.
One day we'll win a game, and I'll be here with my party hat. I'll be here with my candles and everything
we'll be here
behind
with our
me.
Party hats too, bro.
Yeah.
You.
Wait, hey,
you don't celebrate the promotion. You thought it was nice and fun and happy. It's going to be nothing on when we win a game.
He's got a
I got
phone
Posh
call.
on the line. Yeah.
Poshy.
Poshy.
Yeah. Okay. You want to? All right. You want to do it? Okay. All right. Posh is in. If you're in, Posh is in.
For what? For the party?
No, for next year.
You're all invited to the Newport Win One game party.
Oh, that would
everyone
be
here, everyone in chat, you're all invited.
When is it?
Seriously, if you guys did that, I would try to find a way to.
Ed, I'd like to be able to tell you, but at this rate, probably the next decade or so, I could probably give you an invitation along those lines.
Okay, well, I'm serious. If you guys end up having a good season and it's looking, optimistic, I want us to regroup because I would absolutely do everything in my power to get there to celebrate with you.
We're going to regroup for Newport promotion party.
I'm there to support you and party my ass off in support of you to get promotion. 100%. Somebody put it down.
I'll tell you what, this is the nice thing, okay? When we inevitably get promotion next season and I get to ignore all of this bad things, people are already putting their League Two predictions out, right? We don't even know every single team that's going to be in the division. We still don't know him. Everyone's already putting us to go down. So, yeah, good fun. Good fun.
Welsh Chrissy, so when you're coming over here and buying your tickets, Rob Ryan done the right thing, got you all involved, but let you go laughing. See ya. I believe that some of us has already been over there. Welsh Chrissy, just come on and have your say. Don't be a keyboard warrior, but we're going to wrap the show up. Clearly, you're not going to come on, so it's all good. But please keep trolling because I really appreciate it. We don't.
Within all due respect, you putting types in the chat is nice to the YouTube algorithm. So there you go.
There you
go.
Kayron,
I can tell you what away game eats. That's about the only good thing about this season. Gotta put this out. If you ever go to Bradford, you shouldn't, but if you ever do to watch a game, pizza twists in Bradford are potentially the best thing I've ever eaten.
Pizza twists?
They call it's like a pizza, but it's kind of like rolled up. It's like rolled up into like a kind of burrito thing, and it's filled with all the usual pizza. Yeah, it's very similar, but they label it differently so they can sell it on for more money.
So pepperoni or what?
Yeah, I got pepperoni with my one. Pretty good. Very solid for football stadium food.
Josh, he was talking Scran. Scran is very important to me.
It's important.
All right. Well, you guys can do your own show. Happy. I will give you the keys. You can do your thing.
Football food reviews. Can we ignore the League Two thing and just do food? If you can see by the size of me and by the fact I spend a lot of money, food reviews.
Ask your direct boss. Ask you direct. He's right next to you. No? Okay. All right.
Can we do food reviews?
You! Yeah.
All of you. Food review.
That'd be great. What if we all had the same food and sampled them at the same time and then gave feedback? That'd be awesome. Tough.
You see, Josh, we need things to do over the summer.
Listen,
we need to occupy it somehow.
Hip Karma's into it. Yep.
Hip Karma's into it.
See, everyone's into it. Josh, new business idea, food reviews, new show.
I'm saying this right now, like Ivan, Ken, Hip Karma, this is like a reality show of like whatever. The goal is like we have fun and have fun. Wrexham's the nucleus, but we can do whatever we want. So it's fun. All right, I have to go because I have dinner that's coming. I could not piss off producer Ann because she'll be mad at you. No, you. Cae Ras. Okay, let's wrap that up. I'm gonna go around the horn. Cae Ras, last words. Not negative.
Okay, well, wait. We won't make them negative. I'm really excited to do food reviews, and I will be taking you on my away trips for the food and the food only.
Done. You're in.
This is happening.
So, all right. So, Ivan will send you the contract, and there you go.
Yep, down for this. This is happening.
All right, done.
And on that bombshell.
Boom, he's out. All right. Ken, what up? What do you got? Last one.
What have I got? Okay, so by this time next week, we will know who the relegated team is out of the championship into League One.
Yep.
And we've still got almost 3 weeks until we know which team is going up with Stockport, Mansfield, and Wrexham. So lots to look about for the finalisation of League One for next season. That's going to be probably the main focus of the next couple of weeks. So let's bring it on.
Exciting.
Awesome. What did you shoot today? And what did you shoot today?
4 under.
Fuck off. Okay.
Sorry. Oh, well, we were playing. Okay, so to give it relevance, we were playing. So it was a good round, but I was playing with my nephew, who's brand new to golf, and we're playing what you call a scramble, a 2-man scramble.
Yeah.
And he's a 30, like he's a 39 handicapper. So he had the day of his life. He had the best fun. So that was really cool. But no, so that was fun. But I'm excited about finding out who our competition is going to be for next year. Cannot wait. I think it's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. And on that bombshell.
There you go. All right. Ruby, how you doing?
Doing all right. I mean, for all the discussion about people being obsessed, rivalries or not, you sure do give Ken a whole lot of interest and crap and time and attention about his golf game, man. Like, what is that saying about you? The whole scratch golfer thing. And I'm just like, I know that you're open to self-examination and reflection. Maybe there's room for growth there.
I golf. I just am shitty at it. And I know
I was going to say it's pretty clear that it's jealousy. So.
Yeah. He met my father-in-law. I get it. So yes. I did hear that Posh is in your area sometimes, and also like you need to come back, on this week. Are you gonna be around to meet him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got Welcome to Wrexham season 3 kicking off this week on Friday, right?
Thursday, right?
Thursday. Okay. Well, Thursday for us, probably Friday for Ivan. Wait, you get it down there, Ivan? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes the regions, with my pirate show that I like, they didn't have it in the UK for like a year. Okay.
We're gonna do a full Bravo watch along for the show at my time. So yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
Are you dressing up?
Well, yeah. Look at me. I'm dressed up.
Well, I meant I didn't know until this last week about the tradition of the fancy dress for the end of the season. That's outstanding and gives me an entire season to come up with an idea, but also how do you choose just one?
Listen, if you dress up you're more than welcome, obviously, to do watch along for Thursday night. If you dress up, I'll dress up.
Okay. Are we going to coordinate or just surprise each other?
Surprise. Okay. Ivan, if you're available, are you going to dress up?
Yeah, I will.
You going to come as a human cheese grater?
No. No.
Oh God, Josh!
I think my T-shirts are enough for you.
They are. I mean, but seriously, But that was Under Armour too, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought maybe it was a different company. It could be the color, but yeah, that it certainly gave the impression of being more snug than anything else you've worn. But maybe it was the texture and the color, because you're usually in like a navy blue or a black. Sometimes you'll have a khaki color, but you don't usually have a lot of design. So that might have been part of it. That was
very designless. Yes, I know. Thank you for pointing it out.
It's cool in real life. If you were in motion, no, it would look like it's gonna pop off you any moment.
Okay, two things are happening here at the same time. One, Hip Karma, Ruby, and Kayron are doing food stuff.
I can't tell you how excited I am about that.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
2, me, you, and whoever else comes on the show for the watch along on Thursday are all getting a fancy dress.
I've already got my idea.
Okay. Ivan's going to be wearing...
I was going to save it for Halloween.
It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. Don't break it.
Whoa!
Okay,
Is there
cool.
a prize for best costume, or how are we just going to kind of be in the spirit of it? Oh no! Is it one? It's going to be one of those freaking T-shirts of Naked Rob. It's Naked Rob T-shirt. Okay. Well, if I win, I will pay forward the Naked Rob T-shirt to someone who will cherish it.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on your size.
Yes.
Ruby.
Yes. I'll get down there maybe in the next day or two.
Okay.
Closest place is about, if it's still there, I'll check, but I think it's still there about 30 minutes away. So
Kayron, marry off is not fancy dress. I'll give you the $30 fucking for it. Jesus Christ. That's out. Yeah, I'll give you the 30. Got dress. You come on the show, fancy dress Thursday night.
He might want something. I mean, if he doesn't want to do Mario again, I mean, it's adorable.
No, he's saying he thinks Mario's fancy dress. So the direct report is Ivan. I'm saying no. Ivan, is that fancy dress?
Mario, all right, we're using the term fancy dress. I meant it in the British context of dressing in a costume. Are you talking about formal wear?
Yeah, we're talking about looking nice.
Yeah.
No, I said fancy dress because not gala stuff. No, I meant fancy dress like in the tradition for like the end of season. If we're gonna get fancy, okay. If we're gonna get formal, that's a totally. Yeah. I was not gonna show up in formal and would have figured out like every.
It doesn't have to be a tuxedo or a night dress.
A night dress is no, it's not fancy or formal. Okay, I meant costumes.
No.
You want like Oscar watch party vibe.
Yeah.
Party. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, if we do that for Thursday, then the next week I want like Kayron fancy dress.
Sure. All right. Every week we'll change what we're wearing.
Okay. Dress code changes.
Dress code, right? So Ivan, you up for this, right? First week is
formal wear.
Formal.
Right. Second week, I'll give you that one.
Dress / costumes.
Okay. Third week, we'll wait. Third week, up for discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Okay.
All right. No, Kayron.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Unless you're reading the chat, I'm so nervous about Ivan giggling right now.
9. All right.
Yes, do the banana, Kayron.
He won't.
And we'll call you Kanana.
Kanana.
Oh, please do that.
All right.
Actually, that's the color I was going to go with too. I love this Kayron. Same way.
Ruby.
Yes.
I'll talk to you this week. Yes. Get ready for Thursday. Watch along. That's it. So you got.
Are you? Oh, so are you waiting for something?
Well, yeah. I was giving you last words.
Wow, that took a turn.
Your last words.
Jesus Christ. No, thank you all for the season.
There you
go. Yeah. I was in the middle of my heartfelt short speech.
Go ahead.
Goal. Wow. For everyone except him, but like he kind of created the space. So thank you, everyone who's not Josh, but also Josh, for what has been a terrific experience in season. A great show today, though I missed big chunks of it. Really appreciate you all. Looking forward to staying connected with you all, hopefully through the summer and online. Whatever. Great show. And I guess I'm out.
My guy.
Man, 2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes. No, man, that is the so I guess the final
Hold on.
episode. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, should we just do it a whole nother? We'll just do a whole nother show. Hey, welcome to Look at Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. It's
Starting over. Yeah, no, but what I was saying is that's the final reaction, I guess, for the season. And what a season, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of milestones, a lot of ups and downs, very emotional, but nevertheless very memorable and great. And thank you very much, Josh. Thank you very much for the opportunity and these great moments. It's been a pleasure talking to you, hosting, co-hosting, working, call it as you wish. It's been so much fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the off season. Hopefully a lot of good things will happen. I'm looking forward to next season, and I'm looking forward to building this community of ours and getting bigger, better.
Yes, sir. We a lot more to do. Hopefully it's not us waking up at stupid o'clock over the next But yeah, I'm sure we will. I'm sure summer's gonna be fun though. Summer's gonna be fun.
Hey,
fun.
If people keep watching it, I'll keep doing it.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, exactly. No, it's been a lot of fun and wrapping it up. And like I said, that's a wrap for the season. We move forward, and tomorrow's another day, and we'll have a lot more fun to do, man. It's awesome. So I'm stoked and stoked to meet you guys. I think it started with Mike Stewart, and then we had Wade, and then we had you, and we're on, and there's so many people, Ruby, Ken, everyone. It's been a really crazy ride, and really fun stuff, man. Eric, all those people that come in, food stuff, get involved in the Discord. It keeps us all together. You know what I mean? It really is fun. It really is fun. So yeah, been good stuff. What time is it for you? 3:00 work day for you?
1100. So still morning.
1100. Next morning. Oh, it's the next. Yeah, next day.
Yeah. So gotta get back to work now.
Okay, get back to work. We'll see you soon. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
My man.
Love you. And on that bombshell,
my guy, Ivan's out. Yeah. All right. Hold on, let me fix my thing, the branding here, because that doesn't work. Awesome. Ivan, that's my guy, Ivan. Wakes up at stupid o'clock to do stuff. All right. Great show. Lots of fun. Great times. So stay spectacular. Hip Karma, food stuff, you're in. Yeah. Wheels fall off for sure. Absolutely. A lot of fun. Like I said, it was a 2-hour show. We covered a lot, which is great. And thank you all for everyone coming in. There's still about 50 people in here. So thank you all very much. Get involved in the Discord and chat, like, share, subscribe. We'll be here all through the summer, live every day with news and update shows, which is great. Get your memberships as well for the local pundit membership, and we're just going to grow and do silly things and have great things. But the goal is we have a good community. We have people that are here for Wrexham and for everything else. And it's not just about football. It's about life and connecting with people. So that's what this show is about. And I'm so excited for all to be a part of it. So Wrexham are going up. League One is next season. League Two is gone. And we came in second. It was a great season. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Such an arc, such great. And I'm really excited for all of you to be a part of it. And thank you all to the contributors and the people in chat and the supporters and everyone else around. This made it possible. It's not the end, but the chapter has closed. The martini is done. That's a wrap. Moving on to the summer and to the next season. So it's a lot of fun. So thank you all very much. So on that bombshell.